Welcome back to Sea Encounters Light Cruises. It's Harness here, and in today's episode we've got Surrey class Prince by Captain Fox fighting against Sumatra by Siphon. All right, let's begin. All right, we've got Prince here, and it's armed with just two 250 millimeter guns, and these are not really fully main guns. I mean, they are full they are main guns by caliber, but they are just 16 components each and just two pieces. So this design is mainly relying on small caliber guns in large quantities. So let's see how it performs. And yeah, I think that this is a very interesting design, and I think it represents the oldest class that has been reconstructed in this tournament. So really, I would say maybe mid 19th century ship. Not sure, I'm not an expert here, but it looks like a really old battleship or cruiser. All right, let's take a look at Sumatra, who was the winner of the round 0 and fighting against the plane squads. It was able to, without any major damage, to defeat the plane squads. So let's see if it's also successful in this round. So best of luck to both ships. And yes, Sumatra is also, I would say, relatively lightly armed. It's got multiple 181 millimeter guns. However, these are not really fully full component use. They just used 18 components. So basically all of them they are secondaries. I think it really helped Sumatra in the first round fighting against the planes, because it could use all of these guns against the air menace. So let's see how effective these guns are against surface target. Okay, both ships managed to close in relatively fast. Some light damage on the Prince. It seems that it's armed with torpedoes as well, and same for Sumatra. He's got an array in the middle of the ship. I can see some trump heads. Let's see how effective these are. But it looks like it's got a very narrow shooting angle, very narrow angles to launch them, so it should be a very close-in kind of weapon. So, all right, ships are closing in for a brawl, and just look at this barrage of guns from Prince. A lot of small caliber guns opening up. Yeah, even the smallest one just started to rain shells. However, Sumatra seems to not really care about this low caliber menace until it ate one shot into one of the guns, which just blew up. Alright, we can see that the trump head torpedoes have been launched, and yeah, it landed. Looked like like one of the torpedoes had been shot. I'm not sure if there's any anti-torpedo gun on board. There might be. Prince is a very agile ship. It's relatively short, so it can turn pretty well. Again, looks like some good torpedoes landed here, but it doesn't seem like the Citadel armor is actually at any danger. Okay, it looks like looks like Sumatra has been able to surpass Prince by 8%, 8% points. And now it's trying to catch up and enter another broadside against Sumatra. Okay, torpedoes away, guns are firing. That was a decent hit. Let's see. Alright, you can see the Prince's torpedo right here. Yeah, I think that one of the disadvantages of a Prince armament is that at certain ranges like these, it cannot actually hit the opponent with anything apart from those bigger guns here, but they have a pretty low fire rate. So yeah, it can land something, however, it really needs to get very, very close to be able to use all those secondaries. And Sumatra is in much better position. It can pepper from relatively good range. So it constantly sends volley after volley. It's not a very rapid fire, but nevertheless it accumulates. And yeah, let's just see when when Prince is able to land, it actually hurts. However, this small chip away from Sumatra is taking its toll. As we can see, it's now more than 10% points behind Sumatra. So Prince is taking some damage, is listing more and more to one of the sides. Some shots to the superstructure. The bigger guns are still okay. These are 250 mils. Who knows, maybe this ram is going to see some action. Torpedoes away. But it doesn't look like these torpedoes are going to land. Let's see Sumatra's torps. Yeah, this one is close, but no, I'm not sure if it actually has any magnets. Maybe not. Maybe it just relies on a pure speed. We are nearly at 9th minute of the match. Some additional damage. And are we going to see those little secondaries opening up from the Prince? Yes. Yeah. They have opened up. Let's see what kind of damage it can deal. This is some angry fire. I think right now it's really well positioned to do some damage. Let's see if it can pepper the bow of Sumatra and chip away. Let's remember that each percent point means, taken away from an opponent means an extra point in the tournament. So every beam stripped away matters. Looks like both ships are almost equal in speed. I think that the Prince shooting back gives itself a little bit extra speed. And seems like, yeah, most of the guns at Sumatra's side are not able to land. Prince is at 80% and being dragged. Maybe it's going to flip over, who knows? But this allows us to admire this nice painting of the bottom of Prince. And likewise, Sumatra's got some nice painting here as well. Right, almost flipped over. Maybe it's going to be a kill by drowning, by getting it disqualified. No, doesn't seem to be the case. Okay. 11 minutes and almost 30 seconds into the round. Sumatra is landing some bye-bye shots as it escapes from this clinch. Prince is almost unable to answer because this side of the ship has been really damaged, heavily damaged. Perhaps it will be able to change the side from which it attacks opponent, but for now it doesn't seem to be the case. It's at 76% now and Sumatra's at 95. Still at 95%. It's a really durable ship, I must say. It's able to use its rear guns. The rear armament is pretty good. Some more shots are landing. Alright, so we've got 13th minute into the match, and I think at this point I need to say that because of the weather conditions, sun is going to set exactly at 40 minutes, and this is going to mark end of the match. So if none of the ships are able to sink the other, it's going to be the end, and we are just going to calculate the damage done as it is. So 40 minutes is going to be the final call. As you can see, the weather conditions are really changing, and very soon its ships are not going to be able to land anything, and that means that they need to just go back to harbor. All right, 74% almost for Prince and 95 for Sumatra. And yeah, indeed, as the sun was about to set, the timer goes off, and that marks the end of the match. So thank you very much, and congratulations to Sumatra. It just lost 5% and have been able to deal almost a 30% damage to its opponent. So better luck next time to Prince, and see you in the next episode.